A storm hit Milan on the night between Monday 30th and Tuesday October 31st, flooding the streets and underpasses. The rainfall caused the Seveso River to flood in the Niguarda district at around 6 this morning, flooding the Ca Granda and Maggiolina areas. Several streets in Lombardy's capital were closed to traffic, while ATMs diverted the traffic of some surface vehicles and blocked some metro station exits. Regarding Lambro, Security and Civil Protection Councilor Marco Granelli reported that levels are high, but there currently appears to be no risk of flooding. Rain and lightning fell in Lombardy from 4 a.m. this morning, Tuesday October 31st, for several hours. Many cases of flooding in roads, underpasses, basements and cellars have been reported across the region. In total, currently firefighters have intervened more than 170 times, especially in Milan, where the Seveso River flooded and reached the city center of the Niguarda district, and in Meta, Monza and Brianza. Milan Metro M3 Yellow Line closed from 10:30 today, Tuesday October 31st, between Centrale and Massiacini stations. Milan's transport company announced this via a tweet explaining that there would be system damage due to water in the tunnel. In other lanes there was a strong slowdown. In Zadar, it's still on the M3, you can't change to the M5. In Casina Rizzardi, Como province, a tree fell on the road due to strong winds and hit the front of a passing car. The accident occurred a few minutes before 7 this morning, Tuesday October 31st, along Via Risorgimento. Firefighters responded to the incident. The car suffered serious damage, but the driver escaped without injury. Traffic was significantly hampered due to the removal of fallen tree trunks. There is also a bad weather warning in the Brescia area. In Bagolino, 250 people were evacuated in anticipation of possible flooding of the Caffaro River, given the rapid filling of the Desare Dam, as well as another 100 people in Ponte Caffaro who spent the night in the gym. The area will continue to be monitored by firefighters throughout the day, Tuesday October 31st. Under the lens of the technicians, besides Caffaro, there are also other more or less large schools such as Sanguinara. Shortly after the Seveso flood this morning, Tuesday October 31st, a member of the Security and Civil Protection Council of the Municipality of Milan, Marco Granelli, wrote on Facebook, and there are still those who say that tanks are not needed. Milan is being tested, but other countries, namely the Lombardy region, left behind.
Cartello per terra, qui a Covu.
Bad weather also causes disruption along railway lines. The Italian rail network website announced at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday October 31st that due to weather conditions, trains along the Milan hub would be delayed, changed or even cancelled due to a disruption in the power lines within the Fiorenza train depot. However, the Lecco-Tirano line may experience delays of up to 40 minutes due to technical problems near Bolano. RFI ensures that technicians are working to restore circulation. Lake Como has invaded the city streets. The rain that has fallen since last night made the Lario water level exceed the flood threshold at around 7.00 this morning, Tuesday October 31st. Civil protection technicians have taken action to install mobile barriers, in the hope of preventing water from blocking the roads in Como. The lake water level rose 20 centimeters in 8 hours. Local police officers have placed a water pump that will be used to pump water out of Piazza Cavour, where the sewer burst. The weather forecast shows the return of the sun in the afternoon, which will help civil protection operations. The bad weather not only affected Milan, but also several regions in Brianza. After overnight thunderstorms, 31 millimeters of rain was recorded at 5 a.m. Serious damage has been reported in Meta. Basements and underpasses were flooded, also due to the flooding of the Taro flow. With water levels exceeding 3 meters and 30 centimeters, Taro invaded most of the city center and covered the streets with water and mud. The civil protection team intervenes in the most critical areas.
WhatsApp, messaggio da Aurora Ricciarelli.
Milan Meta was flooded from Brianza to the Lombard capital. Due to flooding on many roads in the city, the Milan Transport Company had to make some changes to surface and metropolitan traffic. Several exits from Ingani, Conciliation, Caroli, Duomo, Gorla and Sesto Marelli stations along the M1 Red Line have been closed. Due to the flooding of the Seveso River, a number of roads were flooded so that cars could not pass.
Poi la macchina pure così aperta.
Gorgonzola firefighters rescued a woman trapped in a car with her children in Mediglia, in the metropolitan city of Milan, along Via Europa.